So I'm now at the Grote Markt again. When I last left you in the last video, there was this big anti-Russia Ukraine invasion protest going on here, and I didn't really feel like it was the appropriate time to continue with my walk. There's my bigger concerns in the world, and that's an understatement, of course. Here you see our old city hall. Fortunately, there's a hideous pizza thingy in front of it. There you see our most famous landmark, and that's the Martini Tower. We'll have a quick look at the Martini Tower shortly. This is rather new, so they've completely changed this east wall of the Grote Markt. It used to be, I believe, around 10-15 meters more to this side, but they've moved it backwards a bit, and that was also to make place for the Forum, which is behind it, which you saw in the last video. Now we move to the north, and this architectural wonder. So both the east and the north wall of the sides, I should say, of the Grote Markt were heavily bombarded at the end of World War II, and that's what they created in place. Now you could say opinions are divided whether or not this is nice, but you know, if you look at this side, well, if you have such a lovely old city, medieval city really, and then you come up with this, then then surely something is wrong with you architects. Come on, you could have done better. Oh well. Let's have a quick look at the south side. I thought I would come here on an early Sunday morning and nobody would be about, but it's quite loud. Anyway, so that side is the south side, and the pub you see behind me is called Three Sisters. Fairly certain it's one of the biggest pubs in Europe, because it's placed for around 3,500 people, I believe. So actually they bought all these houses, and it's very deep as well, so it's absolutely huge. Oh, now over there is the fish market. Let's go check it out. So the little building you see behind me has changed ownership a few times over the years. It used to be actually a cinema, and when I came to the city in '92, there was a place called Cinema Bar. It was a pool and darts center, and that was apparently the first place in the Netherlands where you could go out 24/7, so it never closed. So it's absolutely fantastic as a student. Not necessarily good for my study points, but hey, lots of fun to be had there back in the day. So yeah, Cinema Bar, I think it was called back then. So super fun. Right, let's check out some other things here at the Grote Markt. Right, I'm in the Heerstraat now, which is your default shopping street like you could find anywhere. Not interesting at all, except it's on our Monopoly board, as well as the Grote Markt, where I've just been, and our Kerkhof. It's one of the perks of getting up early, so you get to see the city when it's quiet. This is one of my favorite buildings here, Goudkantoor. It used to be a tax office, and goud means gold, so gold office. I guess that makes sense. Now we are going to go and see our main attraction, I guess, the Martinitoren. Now, of course, I'm a good citizen here, so I don't climb it. You won't ever see a Parisian climbing the Eiffel Tower, so I'm of course not going to climb the Martini Tower. I think it's 96 point something meters high. I probably have to rectify myself, and it's supposed to be the highest building in the city as well. That is to say, no other building should obscure the view on the Martini Tower from whichever direction you come and enter the city. I don't believe that's entirely true anymore, but it's a nice thought at the very least. So let's check out the Martini Tower, the Provinciehuis, the Provincehuis, and various other things. So let's do it. Apparently it stands at 97 meters. So the tower dates back from around 1465-ish. And I think I read somewhere that it was built on the remnants of an old wooden church that already was in existence around the year 800. So it's very old. It's been rebuilt numerous times as these things go. And well, let's see. Provincehuis. I think there's something interesting to see there as well. All right, let's do it. So, behind me you see the Provincehuis. Very beautiful building, I think. There's the forum again. Of course, this is the Martini-kerk. Behind it, the Martini Tower. This is the Martini Kerkhof. So this is the Martini graveyard. And this is, of course, the Provinciehuis. And that house there at the end has a bit of a story as well. So this is actually quite special, because this house here, or rather its front, used to belong to another house that was in the Oude Kijk in the Jatstraat, a street where I will be going later today. And I'm not quite sure which house that was. Probably doesn't exist anymore because it's here now, but anyways, so apparently they thought the front was so important and beautiful that it was worthy of another place in the city. So well done. It's nice to conserve beautiful pieces of architecture. I think it might have been the janitor that used to live here. That's the Prinsenhof. It's now a very fancy hotel. And behind it, the Prinsentuin, where I will be going as well. It's so lovely to be here on a sunny morning. Nice and quiet. Oh, would you please shut up? I'm talking. Come on. Thank you. So here they've literally bridged the gap between the old and new, which I think is alright. Certainly if you can see the reflection of the old in the new. That's cool. And look at these. It's not bad for a province house. So I'm actually now walking at the back of the Provinciehuis, and I'll be walking towards the Prinsenhof, which, as the name suggests, Prince of course means prince. The Dutch language is not really that difficult. And one of the reasons is that it did house quite a few princes back in the day. We had quite a few skirmishes between royalties and not wannabe royalties over the centuries, and they used to come here quite often. I'm not sure if the garden is open yet, or it might be open, but there would be not that much to see, so that's unfortunate. But and I think we'll have a quick look at the city theatre, and then we'll just continue, won't we? Could be a long one. This might have to cut it up in many parts, because well, it's already running long now. Anyways, let's continue the tour. I reckon there's some tricks you can apply to remove an object from a picture, from a video. not sure if I can magically make this car go away, because yeah, that's a shame. Right, let's have a quick look at the Prinsentuin, I guess. Right, I'm now standing at the entrance of the Prinsentuin, which is adjacent to the Prinsenhof. It's early March now, 2 weeks after my my last visit, and I don't think there will be too many flowers in bloom, but we'll have a quick look. That's nice, little green oasis in the city. We don't have typically in Holland in the cities too much green, unfortunately. I'm not sure why that is. Well, I guess ground prices are at a premium. So that over there is now the hotel. I think it's rooms are usually around 150 euros, so quite expensive. Oh well, location. Now how can you tell the time from this? From the shadow, somehow. How fantastic. Well, Gardenpoort obviously is a guard, so this would definitely have been a gate. Alright, let's check out our city theatre. Shame about the cars. That struck my view, but oh well. And the theatre, that's a theatre. So this is our not too shabby looking city theatre, Stadsschouwburg. It's very nice inside as well. Well, apparently this was a very crappy theatre at first. Lots of issues. Broken walls, the audio was abysmal, but well, they've made quite a few changes over the years, and now it's really super. I think I'll make my way to the Noorderhaven now, Northern Harbour, because there's some nice old buildings there that have a connection to the olden times when Groningen was directly connected to the sea via the river called Rijtdiep. Let's just check it out.